What if you had to take over your father's photography studio but quickly came to find that maybe he was into some stuff you weren't aware of? Real quick before we get into it, I did receive this game for free for other sponsored content. This video is not sponsored, but I did want to let you know that I did receive a key for this game. Photomaly is a PSX style horror game where you run a photography studio. It starts sorta normal, there's a creepy vibe and this clown shows up, but you're just taking photos of customers and trying to enjoy your day, and then things start getting really not so chill. The government shows up and that's not usually good. Also, really creepy things start happening, like ghosts showing up in pictures of your customers and waking up to find that your mannequin was watching you sleep. I don't want to get too much into the specifics of the story or what went bump in the night because this game is all about surprises. So outside of that, the gameplay loop itself is that a customer comes in, they ask you to either take pictures of them or print something they brought in, and that part I would almost classify as cozy management. Everyone is very odd, but otherwise this is a classic cozy loop. You can buy some new equipment for the studio like a backdrop and lights, but otherwise there isn't a whole lot of upgrading or anything like that. I would have actually loved to see some element of that. However, this game was developed by one person and is a small short experience meant to be scary and creepy. It does not intend to be a management focused game. So, is Photomaly worth your money? I'd say that depends. Right now, at launch, it's sitting at a discount and is $5.59. I rolled credits at 2 hours, just about on the dot. There are some achievements I didn't get, but with the experiences like this, I'm unlikely to go back for them usually. The full price is going to be $6.99, and I know lots of people will say a game that short isn't worth $7, but sometimes I spend that at the gas station on an energy drink and a cookie, and that lasts 10 minutes, so my perspective is not necessarily aligned with a lot of Steam users. So my answer is yes, personally, and to prove that, even though I got this game for free, I'm going to give away a copy. All you have to do is send me an email with your Steam ID and use the subject line spooky. First person to do this will get the game for free. This is not a sponsored giveaway. I will pay for it from my own pocket just to prove that I mean what I say and put my money where my mouth is. My email is in the description below this video. First person to do this is going to get a free copy, and when it is claimed, I will leave a comment pinned at the top saying that it is claimed. Good luck. So all of that being said, Photomaly is a good time. In the short 2 hours, it scared me so many times, I got to a point where if something wasn't happening, I was so nervous about what might come next, and a lot of these little horror experiences just don't scare me, so hats off. Being a photographer myself, I was initially pulled in because, cool photography management game, and I like horror stuff, so this is a really neat experience and I definitely recommend it. Photomaly is out now on Steam and a launch discount until August 4th. Check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. I post new indie games in my shorts every single day, so subscribe to keep up with the awesome indie content. And thank you for watching. Now get out there and capture anomalies on camera for the Men in Black.